there. Meanwhile, for EDG, got to look at this support role, the pairings with Kalista. What can we take off the board? We take out the Renata. We were able to pick up the Thresh ourselves.
What else do they want to opt for? Are they concerned about the Nautilus? Obviously, we're able to outplay Fnatic, but still a conventional counter pick, and certainly stronger when empowered by a Kalista. Viego now also going to hit the bench. Makes sense, as the Maokai remains a flex. Kobe, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the pressure, man. I feel like one wrong step, one crazy pick could change this entire draft.
I mean, if you ban either Nautilus, then they could just go more engaged like Leona or something like that too. Would be the go-to. Oh, they're still worried about the Pike. Keria Pike.
I mean, it is scary. Certainly shakes the game up. Oh, please.
Keria, one of the deepest champion pools for supports.
And he's playing with the hearts of the viewers at home as well as the audience here in New York. Nautilus is the conventional choice.
The point and click is just so good versus that Aphelios.
But the Bard. Soraka.
The Soraka comes back. Very aggressive harassment in the early stages here. So good against Thresh too, because when you self-root yourself going for a death sentence, boom, Soraka nails you with both spells.
And difficult too now because
and there's
EDG,
Graves finally.
If EDG lock in this Graves, their composition excellent at fighting front to back, but they don't really have a backline diver without a flank to get on top of the Soraka, and that's going to make this tanky front line in the form of Sejuani so much better. But you want a diver, there it is, Lissandra Graves duo. The kill pressure onto Faker in this game will be immense.
Some of the best EDG games have been when they have these enabling mid-lane champions roaming around, creating plays. Lissandra, huge possibilities here for Scout. If he can get out of lane versus Faker. And even setting up towards mid lane. You think about top lane roaming down, Maokai W roots with Lissandra CC, or Thresh roams around the map. And they pick up Zeus with the gangplank here for the ultimate towards bottom side. They really have an aggressive bottom side now. Gangplank ultimate plus the Kalista Soraka. T1 can focus on trying to stack some Drakes down there, open up some early cooldowns.
And I really love this because you've built a composition and you're against EDG who want to fight into you, but GP and Victor are two champions who are hard to fight into. Kalista, of course, traditionally outscaled by a lot of these options. GP, that's not the case. One incredible barrel, one good Victor ult if we go late enough in the game, more than enough to turn the tides in their favor. Opposite side for EDG, I'm looking at Lissandra, I'm looking at the setup.
Gangplank also really good versus Lissandra too, so see if I really do like the T1 side of it on this red side draft. We'll see though, EDG have a lot of playmaking ability. Maokai, Lissandra, Thresh. So much setup for this EDG side. In the previous game, so far bottom.
And you can see immediately how far back Faker is playing, because he knows now that 6 is here, now that he doesn't have a cleanse or opted not to take a cleanse. The pressure is on, they're still gonna commit to it anyway, flashing out, but Mako, he's there with the hook, the lantern, the follow-up. It is textbook focus around mid lane. Faker gonna try to walk it off, but the ignite is there.
Yeah, a false sense of confidence. You see the jungler walk across your whole lane. JJ plays his part perfectly. Look, you don't have to worry about a gank. You know, I cleared the ward. It's free. He goes up to the top side, but he forgot about Mako. Mako, Thresh, all day today. 3 for 3 in games. He does not miss. Scout sets it up. The flash play with Lissandra. Now they're roaming towards the top side too. This pressure could cascade.
Not done yet. Flandra low, but it might not matter. Ult coming down from the GP. Zeus caught off to the side. Scout ready to go over the wall, locking him down. Zeus flashing out to safety, getting away from the Ring of Frost. That's going to be big because Owner is on the way up. JJ has to be careful not to overextend. Flandra so incredibly low. Excellent response from the side of T1. They get the flash from the GP, but they will not.
Our path to playmaking here. Scout though has
wall.
stealth ult.
Just spotted him. Can buy time with it. Not too threatening from a damage perspective, but they will not overcommit.
Looking juicy though. Owner wants it.
Waiting, hoping that he burns the E. Owner can't afford to miss. Soraka on the way up, they're gonna commit to the play. Scout locked down, buys himself a brief moment. The gravity field's already there. The silence from the Soraka is key. Keria coming in just in time. Pace play of their own, 1K gold lead for now. GP ult, just to clear the wave. The dive coming through on Zeus. No way he makes it out of this one. Soraka heal, will not be a knife. Viper flashing out to safety though, and Keria
proliferates the vision across the map, and he's going bottom side looking for Faker. Scout with the setup
and
again.
Looking to lock him up. Gravity Field's gonna lock down JJ for a brief moment. Scout now forced to back away. JJ now on the chase. That's the challenging smite laid down. 1-2 shots coming in from the shotgun. Owner not gonna connect on the ult. It's big, but JJ whiffs. Oh, the movement from Faker, but no! One bullet.
Goodness. All right, I'm pretty sure JJ misses the Q damage too. So yeah, Scout, it gets flashes with the ult. JJ doesn't get the Q damage or the R damage. He's also gonna get juked on the R. But as long as he eats the stun, Faker comes back in. And JJ just moves across the Guani, gets the auto there. You gotta have a body blocker. At this moment, he knew he made a mistake. But and then the Mako Lantern there as well.
And the thing I love about that is even in a serious game.
And it's gonna be very interesting to watch.
Oh, Zeus! He's hitting the barrels. The cats come out. But they're just a parting present.
Down the whole forest there, Daniel. Ultimate next time.
Okay, let's take a look back at this one.
Honestly, it's just so quick. Oh, so Flandre W'd, but it's a little late. He still took the barrel damage. He was trying to dodge the barrel damage with the W, but it's a little late there, and Zeus just...
Scout on the side, maybe he can get something done. They're moving into a choke. This could be big for Losada, but the silence! Countered in picks and bans. There are no buttons for Scout to push.
It's too easy for Keria. Puts the silence field right down on that claw, but a Scout takes it and instantly blown up.
And he couldn't help it. 5 members there. Would have been a 5-member snare. But Keria knows it's the best option. Another lamp! Oh, man! Take this champion away! The silences are too clean from Keria. T1 pulling it.
All the answers. The silence field was down so early, too. No reason for Scout to take that. No reason at all for him to take that.
And maybe doesn't quite see the animation in the moment. There are so many champions there, but here, there's nothing you can do. Not only do they drop the silence, not only do they get the snare, they drop 2 wards right on top of that lantern.
2 wards and a big old Poro Rider.
Man ultimates. But the Soraka is just a cork in the tip of that shotgun. It is not going well. Snare gonna hit 3 though, that's big. That could potentially be the start of the fight that they need. Faker trying to zone the rest of the team away, but Scout's already on the back line. He's managed to lock down 1. Maybe this is the follow. Viper on the backside, not able to get in though. That's gonna be key. 2.5 seconds from the Zanyas. Not enough. Zeus leaping in. It's a pirate with a gun versus all of EDG, and he's making it work. Keria, the frontline Soraka. We went from dead even to absolute slaughter. T1 taking over the triple for Zeus, dominating the fight.
Keria said, we are the boss of Group A. T1 going to emphatically put their stamp on the day. It is a clean ace. Zeus taking heads here. Collected, collected, collected.
Man, nah, he's going to have 10K at the end of this tower.
That is a rich pirate.
Before 20 minutes of 4-1-1 gangplank.
10,000 gold already.
You talked about a loop pinata, and we got one more on the rim.
Look at the sectioning on this team fight here. Zeus this whole time just moves up and creates another front while the rest of them go for the other side and are all focusing on Faker. Scout has to zone yours early, the rest of the group, but Zeus, boom, there's one, collects him, boom, he's got another. Passive procced on Viper already, another shot.
Even as the Lantern is coming out to save him, they still connect it on the exit. And it's big because they have so much zone control. If the initial combo does not work, it does not take someone out immediately to get the Lissandra reset. You can see the smiles, the elation on the faces of T1 and their staff, because they know how easy it is to do. Gravity field. Of course, there is a Herald in favor of EDG. They will finally use it in the mid lane, really trying to force this exchange. Shrelia's used. Lot in the back of that Herald, a lot of spears stacking up. They won't be able to stop the charge, but they can stop the follow-up push. Zeus on the side. Again, one big, one very angry pirate looking to make his way out of this group. Faker already taking down one, Flandre off to the side, down. Viper in no man's land. 5 members chasing him down. He's got all the chakrams in the world, but he ain't got any teammates. He's getting knocked down, and T1 setting their sights on the Baron.
Faker has always exited groups in first place, and today looks like it will be no different. JJ gonna try and slip in here for an objective bounty off of this dragon, but the teleport comes through. Double teleports.
Oh, T1 ready to fight for everything. Carry off to the side, the silence on the Scout. Zeus in the midst of everything. Do they have enough damage to burst him down? He's dominating, he's huge. The Soraka keeping him healthy, they can't kill him. Maybe, just maybe, but no, they don't do the damage. He's surviving everything. Keria, the hero to stop the shutdown. The hero to keep Zeus alive.
So so clean. Started out, Owner with the ultimate here, over onto JJ. They try and peel with the Maokai ult, but look at this. It's Zeus with the Chaos Storm. Faker and Zeus run the entire team away from Viper. The two T1 carries run them off, and then Viper's got no team left. He's been running to the pit by himself. T1 with Baron buff now.
Oh, Flandra running. No, Mako can't even speed him out to safety. T1, they're so far ahead now. The execution's already been fantastic, but now the gold lead feels nigh insurmountable. Aphelios farming what he can in the mid lane, but he has to get out quickly. The rest of T1 ready to collapse at a moment's notice. He does not have the luxury of a Thresh Lantern there. He has to retreat up back into his own jungle just to survive. Viper fishing for a 1v1 against the support, but he can't finish the job, and now, well, we know who can. It's gonna be Zeus. Gale Force out. Viper just first seed. Hook gonna connect on the Viper, or Gumayushi, that could be the start of something. Faker getting zoned away, but they burned all their cooldowns and they have yet to find a kill. The re-engage now coming in. The lockdown from over the wall. Zeus still standing strong. Keep your eyes on the barrels. Where are they gonna go? If they can find one kill, maybe it'll be enough. Faker getting cut down. Faker, can he stand strong? The shutdown, the reset from Lissandra. One ghost, not gonna be enough. T1 too far ahead, but they're finding one at least. They're slowing T1 down, but still they push forward. The hook going wide. Owner going in. That's his cue. That is his signal. The GP raining hell from above. Owner, Mako!
Not that OP, can't keep Sent alive under the tower there. Last one does take it down. A little bit of hope for EDG, a little bit of a spark. 2 kills for themselves, getting a shutdown there onto Faker. Now is the time to rally. You hear the fans trying to start it up. Looking for that comeback. 10,000 gold down, 3 dragons down, but a hope alive.
Jio, fuel. They need it. Fuel for the fire. It takes time. That's all EDG need. That's the hope that they're buying themselves. A few more minutes to farm to get stronger, but despite the lead T1 built, EDG still managed to make some things happen.
Yeah, they engage on both sides. Flandre flashes on Faker while Guma gets hit with the Mako death sentence there, but then Zeus comes to push him out. They re-engage onto Faker right out in the open. Scout uses the offensive ult so they can get the shutdown. It ends up going to Maokai. Not the best recipient, but they're glad to get the kill regardless. And then on the engager from Owner, he can't quite get the kill on the JJ, who gets off his gore drinker proc there to heal himself. And Sejuani gets trapped under the turret with the extra slow, even with the heals from Soraka going through.
And now we've reset the map. The siege stalled for now. EDG fighting just to get out of their base, fighting for a bit of control, but there's a ward behind them already. Now the TP flank threat is not massive in most circumstances, but with this GP so fed, it is still a concern. You can see the Death Brush already set up. They might not have a Heimerdinger, but they know how to wait in the fog of war.
Both sides waiting for the face check.
It's gonna make it happen. And you can see, it could just be one final 5v5. Autos have to come out to stop the barrel. They can't afford to let it proc. Tension palpable.
Gonna try and push out mid here. EDG make a rush on the wave, but T1 gonna get early priority towards this Ocean Soul. Dragon has arrived. They have Rend also. They can burn it down. EDG have got to go now.
It should be impossible to steal if they get the full setup. JJ now moving over the wall into the pit, but it's still 6.5k health on the objective. EDG zoned away. They're waiting for the Cannon Barrage to expire. Big ulti coming off to the side from Viper, but he doesn't have the damage to back it up. Who can get the Drake in the end? It's the Red. It's the Ocean Soul for T1. This has to be it. EDG have to take this fight or the game will fall apart. They start off with a good exchange. Already the Sejuani gone. Zeus firing back one in respawn. The Kalista now flashing forward. Guma, fearless, leaping into the face of EDG. Viper running from the hills. T1, domination. They get the soul. They'll take the game. They're TPing just for a bit of a fun. There's nowhere for Viper to go. Zoned out. Gale forcing away, but he will be cut down. They will take their time, but T1 in group stages are an inevitability. Faker has never gone out second, and he is not looking to start today. T1 will take their time finishing this, but they will exit their group 5-1. They will push EDG to the second seed. They will outlive Fnatic and Cloud9 and look ahead to the challenges in front of them in the quarterfinals. EDG perhaps one last desperate stand. T1 ready for one more fight to seal the deal. Zeus legendary. Scout off to the side, gets a massive shutdown, but it is too little. It is too late. They will run, but Guma knows what he wants, and it's the win. more than the champions in the fountain. T1 leaving his first seed.